here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to take you guys with me while we are preparing for Thanksgiving. Okay, so before I get into the video, I wanted to just share just a little bit about my life, because I think that you guys can probably relate. I don't know what it is about the holidays, but it seems like the bottom always falls out around the holidays. I had family just leave a couple of days ago, and I have more family coming in on Sunday. So this is our boot and rally time. So I scheduled rest this week. We were gonna finish the kids' homeschooling up so they could have a pretty significant break and just get the house clean, and everyone was gonna sleep really well. No one was gonna be sick. It was gonna be amazing. But instead, my 2-year-old leapt off the couch, crashed his face into the coffee table, and we spent hours at the emergency room yesterday getting my 2-year-old stitches, which is awful. It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing ever. But it was just me with all 5 of my kids for quite some time at the emergency room till my husband was able to come relieve us so I could get all the other kids out of there. Now, my kids did so well. They did so well. They listened well. They didn't drag their hands across stuff. They didn't touch the floor. They weren't particularly loud. They did so well. But having 5 children, one of them bleeding profusely inside of those teeny tiny little rooms, it's challenging. It's challenging. So instead of all the rest I was planning for, now we have stitches to take care of. So I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to recover from my expected time of rest and kind of just be happy with what we get. I'm so grateful for my busy, chaotic life. And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. So come with me, let's get started, and let's just be grateful for the beautiful disasters that we all get to call our own.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, 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 outside. It's cold outside, outside, outside. Cold outside, outside, outside.
A quick update of the upstairs nursery. It's my favorite room in the house because there's almost nothing in here. But we've got 2 of the boards for when we want to turn their cribs into kid beds. And then we have all of the quilts that my great aunt has sewn for all of our children. And then I just have this one piece of furniture, which I love this. I've had it forever. We don't currently have a good use for it. So I'm just kind of storing it in here till we do. It'll come back around, but for now, it's just in here. And then that is all that's in this closet. So you guys could see that there were a bunch of toys in here on the floor that just get pulled in from the other room, but they don't have any specific toys in here except for the cute little Pottery Barn ride along. elephant, which I love. And then we have a plant, a diffuser. These just go with the decor. Again, I'm not using them, but they're beautiful and I'm not gonna get rid of them. As the kids go through different stages, these things will come into play and be used again. But for now, they're beautiful just sitting there empty. And as we go around the room, I have a monitor plugged in. And then in his crib, he does have just his bottom sheet, and he wanted a big dinosaur that we got him for his birthday. So he's got his big friendly dinosaur, and that's his whole room. Now this we just have on for privacy, so I can come in and check on him multiple times a night without waking him up from the light from the door. Because I check on my kids like 20,000 times a night like a crazy person. And then he does have a blankie that he sleeps with, but that's it. Like, I'm not like a hey, let's count it kind of minimalist, but just for this room, we're gonna count it. Furniture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of furniture, 1 plant, 1 diffuser, 1 monitor, 1 little decoration. You can't really see it, but I've got like the little tassels hanging from the window. And then blankets, dinosaur, 2 pieces of wood to turn their cribs into beds later. So we're at 13, 4 more blankets, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the piece of furniture that is in the closet. So there's less than 20 items in this room. I have to say, it is my favorite room in the whole house. It stays clean, it stays nice, and all the kids like to come in here. Like at any point in time, they'll just get whatever toy they're playing with and come sit in this room because this room is always clean. And me too, when I'm like feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, I'll just come sit in the rocking chair in the nursery, which doesn't happen that much, but like this is my plumb line. Like this is how I want my whole house to feel. I love the natural woods and the light colors and the little pops of greenery. And it's just nice. It's just nice to have a room that you can get all the way clean. So this upstairs space is another one that I just genuinely love to be in our home. Again, there's just not a lot of stuff up here. I don't know why I'm like counting today, but it's not for you guys, it's for me that I just feel the need to count. Like I'm trying to take like a mental inventory. Black Friday coming up, and I try not to overindulge on Black Friday. I know that those 70% off sales can be so hurtful to the small businesses that can't afford to create sales like that. But I do keep an eye out for like, is there something that we need? So like I said, taking mental inventory. A coffee table, 2 couches, an end table, a lamp, 2 like wooden workout boxes that we use for all kinds of stuff, TV, cube storage underneath the TV, the kids' kitchen, 2 IKEA organizers that are full of toys. I'm not gonna count the toys. Probably have 100 toys maybe, like that might be low. It depends on how many cars there are. Actually, I wanna know, hang on. Okay, yeah, so we don't have as many toys as I thought, because I was thinking we had like 50 to 60 cars, but we only have 38 cars. So we probably have like 30 kitchen items as well. It takes up about the same amount of space. I think we got like a 56 count set of blocks, and we don't have a giant train set. There's probably only like 40 pieces in that train set. 100, 200 toys up here. Boy, when I say it like that, it makes me think I should get rid of toys. I tend to think about toys as opposed to how many number item of things that we have, how many categories of things that we have. And that kind of helps those spaces stay minimal. We only have like 15 actual items up here and then less than 200 toys. All right, so I'm done upstairs. Now this space feels clean. I'm going to pause and put some kiddos down for a nap. They're downstairs running around the kitchen while we clean up lunch as we speak. So I'm gonna send kids up to relax, and they will be so happy to come relax in their space.
ocean. It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, longing for you. Oh, but
All right, guys, let's talk about Thanksgiving. So, number one, I am hosting our family and some extra guests. We're not doing desserts. Other people are bringing desserts, which is a super big win for me. And then we're not doing casseroles. So now this is a bit controversial. I feel like casseroles are unnecessarily heavy, and it's already such a big meal. So, you know, we do like the green bean casserole every year, and my sister-in-law makes the corn casserole, and so there's usually lots of casseroles, but I'm just, you know, I'm gonna try something different. So anyway, this is what we're having. So I've got my bird here. Ooh, it's already thawing for next week, big enough for everyone. And then we are doing potatoes. I've got like a whole bucket of potatoes over here. And there will obviously be gravy, and then stuffing. Boxed stuffing, guys, because I do not stuff a turkey. I don't do it. They're just, my brain, it can't make my hands do that. I can't. I think for those of you who make like stuffing from scratch, that's amazing. My husband's aunt does, and her stuffing is amazing, and I always enjoy eating it, but I'm not gonna make it. So there's that. Anyway, we also have rolls, and then on the table we will have corn and black olives and just canned cranberries. I know people make cranberry sauce like from scratch. This is what I've grown up with. We're cool with that. We're all right with it. And then to replace the casseroles, I'm actually going to do like a sheet pan veggie dish. So we're going to do Brussels sprouts with bacon, and I've got some dates here, and I've got a couple of Japanese yams in the fridge. I need another one though. So it's gonna be Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes and dates and bacon. I'm super excited to eat that. I think it's actually gonna be like my favorite thing to eat. And like, just like the bowls of cranberries and corn and like black olives, what do you even call those? I feel like they're not really sides. I mean, I guess the corn is a side. We'll put that over here with the other sides. I guess corn is a side. Black olives are like an accessory to the meal, right? Is there a name for that? Let me know in the comments below. All I can think is amuse-bouche, but we're not eating it before the meal. We're eating it with the meal. So a lot of people do noodles, corn casserole, sweet potato casserole, sweet potato pie, green bean casserole, all amazing things. But I don't feel the need or desire to make 5 more entrees. So you know what? I'm just not gonna do it. Who said I had to do all that work on Thanksgiving? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. Let's talk about the rest of the week. We have family coming in on Sunday, and I don't know what time they'll get here. So if it's just my family for dinner, we're gonna eat all the rest of the leftovers from the previous week out of the fridge and try and get the fridge cleaned out. If people do end up here for dinner, wanting to do dinner with us, then we'll either go out to eat or order a pizza or takeout or something like that. Then for Monday, we are doing a lasagna. Let me know in the comments below. My children do not love red sauce and noodles. It's just not their favorite thing, but adults love it, and it's a very different flavor, and then I don't have to do any cooking. I'm just gonna put this thing in the oven, and when I pull it out to rest, I'm gonna make a big salad and some bread to go with it, and that's that. And then on Tuesday, we like to do Taco Tuesday primarily, but I wanted a different flavor so we can do Mexican more than once this week. So we're gonna do Kahlua pork tacos, which is, I've got 2.5 pounds of boneless pork chops, and then white beans, which a lot of people use just like canned cannellini beans at the end, but Kroger didn't put those in my order. So I'm gonna make them from scratch. But this was supposed to be an easy crock pot meal. So if you decide to make something like this yourself, you absolutely don't have to add in dried white beans. You can just toss in some canned beans at the end and save yourself a whole boatload of time. So then I'm gonna do some liquid smoke in there, and then the last hour of cooking, I will throw in a finely chopped cabbage. And then we will have those with corn tortillas, and I'll put some cheese out, but we don't really eat it with cheese. We'll see how people do. So that's like a super great one, super easy to throw together. A good crock pot meal the week of Thanksgiving is really nice to have. So on Wednesday, we are planning to do fried chicken. My husband's gonna pick it up on the way home from work. with some deli sides like mashed potatoes or potato salad or anything like that. But that will also be our day that if someone wants to come in and say order a pizza, or they say, oh, you're gonna cook tomorrow, let us do dinner, it's open for that. But we've budgeted to take care of that meal, and it will just be a happy blessing if someone else chooses to step in that way. So fried chicken for Wednesday, and no cooking for me, by the way. I've got Uncrustables for the kids. We will have like cereal or oatmeal for breakfast. So Wednesday will be totally open for me to be prepping Thursday food. And then on Thursday, obviously we'll do Thanksgiving, and on Friday we will do leftovers. That's what I'm offering. Use whatever ingredients they can find. They can get out their own pans and dishes. They can all make messes of my kitchen, creating whatever fun things they dream up with the leftovers. But that will be a leftover day. And then on Saturday, I have cinnamon rolls in. So just like an easy Saturday morning, cinnamon rolls and coffee will be out for everyone. And then we're gonna do tacos again. So if I have leftover turkey, I will do some turkey meat for tacos. And then I'm planning to do chicken breast in the crock pot, and I'm planning to do ground beef browned on the stove. So we'll have chicken, turkey, ground beef, lettuce, tomato, jalapeno, guacamole, sour cream, cheese, like all the fixins. So it's just gonna be like a make your own taco bar. And that gets me through the whole week of meals. And I feel like we eat something very different every day. Okay, so lastly on my list, by the way, did I mention that my children are sick? I don't think I mentioned that, but also my children are sick because, you know, I went to the emergency room, so sick germs. Anyway, something else I wanted to share with you guys is linens. I have been really wanting to start collecting items for like beautiful table settings. Now my kids are still little, so we're still dealing with a lot of plastic, and I'm okay with that, obviously, but I want to start working into nice tablecloths and cloth napkins, and I'm gonna invest in a few new pieces this year, like a gravy boat, and I was gonna get a set of white casserole dishes, but then I decided I didn't really wanna make casseroles and thought, maybe I don't need to buy casserole dishes. So we're gonna wait on those. But here's what I did choose so far, so let's take a look. So pardon my light, guys, the time changed, right? So it's getting dark at like 4 o'clock. Okay, so I invested in some cloth napkins. I went ahead and purchased some off Amazon. And I did choose white, but they're just beautiful linen white napkins. And I did choose the frayed edges, but I love the linen texture. So this is one of my purchases. Now, I am planning to get more off Etsy, and I will link the link below, but I found some that I absolutely love. I'm still like deciding on the color. So I did look into upgrading our plates, and I may still do that because a lot of what I'm looking for is like 2-day delivery. So I can like order as late as Monday and still get them here in time for Thanksgiving. Anyway, so I also got a tablecloth. Runner is what it's technically called. I wanted something to protect my beautiful like vintage Pier 1 dresser over here, circa like 1940. There's like a legit tag on it, and I just love it. It's beautiful, and I really wanted to protect it. So let's just be honest, this is not the color that I wanted, but it was the color that could get here in time, and it's still very neutral. And I think that the texture is gonna really hide staining, because I don't want to just go with white. A lot of times I'll just go with white and then I can bleach it, and that kind of fights staining and stuff like that. Now, there are 2 more, and I'll link them below. I really wanted the yellow one, but it wasn't gonna get here in time for Thanksgiving. And I really wanted the green one. I thought it'd be great for Christmas time or for spring. So I may go on and get the other 2 colors of this. And then if you're looking for a more sustainable option, I did find things very similar to this on Etsy. Again, I wasn't thoughtful enough, and they wouldn't have been here in time.
She's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that she'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering.
That's it for this video, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you next week for a end of month declutter video. Get excited. Bye.
Or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better.